Hey guys! Today I'm going to go over my 10 top favorite keto products at the moment with you guys, and I will try to link as many of these as I can down below. A lot of them you can find on Amazon, although some of them are cheaper to find at your local grocery store. Like the first product we'll go ahead and talk about on the list, which is amazing, which are the Lily's chocolates. So Lily's dark chocolate, and here's an empty wrapper. I had my period this week and just crushed this. Lily's salted almond, and this is a 40% chocolate with milk, powdered milk added. And these are made with stevia and erythritol, and they are absolutely delicious, and they do not impact your blood sugar like other sugar-free chocolates. These are the baking chips dark chocolate. I use these if I wanted to make like a mug cake or hot chocolate even that had that had real already made chocolate in it instead of just cocoa. I would use these, and they're good to just snack on. They're vegan, non-GMO, all the good stuff there. Okay, next thing, and you can find those at Publix. And shout out to, is it Nay Family Vlogs? Not sure how to pronounce your channel name, but I believe you are the one that told me to find them at Publix, and that really saved me during the holidays when I was trying to do all of my baking, so thank you for that. Next on the list, couldn't live without this, is the best sweetener. It's Swerve, and right here I just have the confectioners and the brown sugar variety, because I am out of the granulated, because that's how much I use it. I like to bake keto cakes or keto pies, so that there is something around if we absolutely have a craving for something sweet, that we can throw something together really quickly and not lose it and break down, which I probably wouldn't do since I'm on keto for my health, for my blood sugar, and not to lose weight as much as to try to not have type 2 diabetes. But these are great. I use the brown sugar one in recipes, like if you're gonna make chocolate chip cookies or like butter shortbread cookies, this is really good in. The confectioners one you can use for frostings. I've used it to make like a cream cheese frosting. I've used it to make a butter glaze to pour over a keto cake. It is, they're absolutely delicious. They're delicious. And the good thing about these, their erythritol blend sweeteners, is that they measure out pretty much just like sugar, which makes it, you know, even if you had a recipe, say, that didn't have, you know, regular flour in it, it had almond flour, it called for coconut flour and all of this, but it still called for regular sugar. If you wanted to convert a recipe like that to keto, it's really easy to do with this sweetener. The only thing I will say about it is these are 12-ounce packs. You can buy a combo of the confectioners and the granulated packed together for like 16 bucks on Amazon, which is a great deal. You can't find it in your grocery stores. If any of you have, like, let me know. I know that they're a small, like, Texas-based company. I think they're out of Houston. I'm not positive about that. And they do sell like bigger containers, but it is like very pricey considering you don't even get a full 2 cups in a thing, and it measures just like sugar, so you really have to pick and choose what you want to use it for, but it's worth it to me to be able to have that. Speaking of sweets and chocolates, next on this list is by, you can't really see much of this wrapper. I do not have the box that these come in anymore, but it's made by the company Choc Zero, which is a great keto product company. This is a dark chocolate and almond bark. I guess I'll just open it and show you a piece of it. It is a dark chocolate and almond bark. And it is so good. And it is also sweetened with stevia and erythritol. And not very much, just enough. And it is so delicious, and it will just hit the spot for you. And you can actually buy that from their website or on Amazon. I think we actually got that on Amazon. Next on the list is another product by Choc Zero. This is so far my all-time keto specific product. My all-time favorite keto product thus far. And it is a sugar-free maple syrup, and it has the actual consistency of maple syrup and the flavor. It says the thickest sugar-free syrup on the market with ingredients you can trust. And the good thing about this ingredients, liquid vegetable fiber is the #1 ingredient, natural maple flavor, monk fruit extract, and caramel color. Those are the only ingredients in this syrup. It is the best sugar-free syrup I have ever tried, and it does not affect your blood sugar like a regular grocery store sugar-free syrup would still be full of carbs and full of sugar alcohols that do impact your blood sugar level. This doesn't. It's got monk fruit extract in it, and it's just, oh my gosh. I can't say enough good things about this. We make coconut flour or almond flour and coconut flour blend really tiny pancakes that are almost like crepes, and put a little bit on this, and I use it very like sparingly because again, these products are pretty expensive. I mean, I think that this is like about $10 for this, but honestly, when I wasn't on keto and I was eating real maple syrup, I live in the Southeast. Real maple syrup here is very expensive, so kind of equals out to the same for me. But one of my all-time, well, so far my very all-time favorite keto product. Next on the list is by Perfect Keto, and this is their keto collagen chocolate, and it actually has MCT in it. And it is great to get your fats in and to use, I use it like if I'm baking keto brownies, keto hot chocolate. You can put it in your coffee. I mainly save it for baking anything chocolate, like chocolate breakfast muffins, anything that I'm not putting like a lot of artificial sweetener in, but I want those fats, those healthy fats, and I want the chocolate flavor. I use this for it, and it is delicious, and it helps with the texture and stuff and all of that. So you can get that on Amazon, or you can get that on Perfect Keto's website, and you can usually, if you search, find coupon codes, promo codes for at least 10% off on this one. There's actually a code online for, I don't know if it's still good now, but $10 off your order. So if you were just ordering one thing, and you can stack two. So if you were just ordering one thing, I think I ended up getting this for like $28, and it retails for $60. It's very expensive. I think that's why a lot of people don't stick to keto, because in order to buy these products and stuff that make your life so much easier and make it bearable, it is expensive. But we just gradually add products and, you know, cut corners elsewhere. So another thing that we just recently tried that Ellie actually got to put into my Christmas stockings are these cookies by Fat Snacks. Now, I do a lot of keto baking, so I honestly would just rather bake my own cookies, and that would be cheaper probably, and of course healthier. But it's nice to know that they do sell these. I think he ordered these offline, but I think that you can buy them at health food stores. And I don't know if you can buy them at like Whole Foods or, you know, one of those shops, but like GNC shops like that definitely have them. And it's just good to know that there are snacks like this that you could buy and just take with you, so that if you're out and about and you did want something really quickly, there's a healthy option, a healthier option for you. So, and just if you're craving a cookie, these are great because they're little tiny thin cookies, but they're 2 in a pack, and you're looking at 7 total carbs per serving, but 2 grams of fiber, 0 sugar, and the sugar alcohol is 3 grams. And the sugar alcohol that they use in these is, I think it does have a little xylitol, but other than that, they are not sugar alcohols that would affect your blood sugar level. So, And the chocolate chip ones are really good. I wasn't that big of a fan of the peanut butter, but it's probably because I had just made my own homemade peanut butter keto cookies, and they are absolutely delicious. Next on the list is 100% liquid stevia. And a lot of people, I think, refer to this as liquid stevia extract. Anyway, it's actually harder to find than I thought it would be to find 100% liquid stevia that's not blended with anything else. I actually got this at Trader Joe's. I think it was only like $6 at Trader Joe's, whereas everything that I could find online for 100% liquid stevia was crazy expensive. It actually has a little dropper in it. You don't need that much stevia, so you can, a lot of recipes will call for like 8 drops or something like that, and you can measure it out that way, or you can measure it out by the teaspoon and you can add it to coffee. Some people say that stevia by itself has, you know, too much bitterness to it, so sometimes they'll use an erythritol sweetener with stevia to kind of balance each other out, but I haven't really found that to be a problem for me with the types of stuff I'm adding it to. For instance, like the chocolate breakfast muffins that I use the chocolate collagen powder for, I will add just stevia to that because I'm not looking for overwhelmingly sweet taste and just looking to, yeah, give it a little something. So there's that. Next on the list is Zevia. I think that we buy ours at Harris Teeter and our Publix. This is a soda that is made with stevia. I am still trying to get used to the taste of this, but my husband loves it. This is the Dr. Pepper flavor version, and I like that it doesn't have any dye in it. It's clear, which psychologically kind of messes with me. There's a Mount Zevia that was the play on Mountain Dew, and I used to drink Mountain Dew years ago, and it was my favorite Diet Mountain Dew. But I was concerned about all of the stuff in it, and I was concerned about the yellow dye, and I was really concerned about the brominated vegetable oil that they put in it. That's so bad for you, and it's like a flame retardant chemical, and it's really bad for you. So I finally was able to quit drinking it and missed it so much. So they have a version of it. It's clear. It doesn't have brominated vegetable oil in it. The ingredients are so simple. The ingredients in this one are carbonated water, stevia leaf extract, tartaric acid, natural flavors, caffeine, and citric acid. So, you know, it does have your caffeine in it. And again, because it's sweetened with stevia, it doesn't affect your blood sugar. So, you know, if you feel like you just need that taste of soda with caffeine like I do, this is a very good alternative. And it is a little pricey, but I don't think it's anything outrageous, and they do run sales on it pretty often. So I'm still trying to get used to the taste of it. I've switched to Coke Zero once I got off of Diet Mountain Dew, and I'm like, what's worse for me? Like the dye in Coke products, like the caramel in Coke products are, you know, I need to get off of carbonated beverages in general, but that's neither here nor there. But I don't drink coffee. I can't make myself drink coffee unless it has a whole bunch of sweetener and fattening stuff in it. And so I can't really do that on keto. So I had just started drinking like cappuccinos and stuff before I started doing keto, and I had to stop that because even like the K-Cup ones that are pre-mixed, they have tons of sugar and powdered milk in them, and that's not good. And speaking of coffee and creamer, this is, like I said, I don't drink it. My husband does. I think you can pick these up at any store, grocery store. The brand is Rapid Fire Mind, Body, and Soul. And this is a ketogenic creamer. And it's got your coconut MCTs, grass-fed butter, Himalayan salt. It's caffeine free. You can add this to any coffee that you make. He did say that it doesn't, like, he stirs and stirs and stirs it. He doesn't feel like the creamer mixes in all the way. He still feels like there will be little tiny chunks of non-dissolved creamer in his coffee, but nothing unbearable. And the pro of this is that you can use it with whichever coffee blend you prefer. But he had lots of good things to say about this, which is the K-Cup that has the creamer already blended in with their coffee. It's a medium roast blend, And he said with this, there are no clumps. It mixes perfectly and that it tastes really good, and he, you know, prefers this. So, but the con of this, of course, is that you are just having to drink their brand of coffee and you don't have creamer for coffee that's your preference. So just putting these in this list as a package deal here. All right, and next, I think that is 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 9 kind of chunks of products. And then for the last thing, number 10, is just a group of 4 products that are my baking staples that I keep on hand for my keto recipes, and that is Dawson Gum. This is great for thickening up your recipes. Like if you're, you know, doing something, cooking a meat with bone broth, and you want to make like a gravy type texture, and you can't add flour or cornstarch, you add just like a half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of this, and it will thicken it right up. Any sauces, you also use this with your flour and your baking powder and stuff in a lot of your keto dessert recipes. I use it when I make taco seasoning. I use it if I make a dip. Yeah, and so much. And this is Hodgson Mill, and it's gluten-free, and you can pick this up at, I think, most grocery stores, or most like higher end grocery stores. And then GNC 100% whey protein. That is an unflavored whey protein. I add this to keto cakes to give them that airy kind of texture that you want your cake to taste like. And yeah, this is probably pretty expensive, but it's a very large container and it lasts forever. And you can add this, like I said, to, if you do keto baking, you kind of need that. You could also add it to smoothies and stuff like that, but I just use it for keto cakes. Organic coconut flour and almond flour. And this particular brand comes from Costco, Kirkland's, and I like that it is super fine and it is blanched, and it is a great deal, and the consistency of it and the way it turns out when I bake stuff with it is absolutely tremendous. And it's such a good price. I can't remember how much it was for this 3-pound bag of almond flour, but I know it was like really inexpensive compared to like the Red Mill, Red Mill. It's a lot more inexpensive than some of the other brands out there. So there you have it, guys. Those are my favorites at the moment for keto products. I am dying to try Alterna Sweets, ketchups and sauces, and Primal Kitchen's ketchup and sauces. I've heard really good things about both of those products, so that is something that I'll be trying out and adding to our ever-growing keto products for the future. If any of you guys have any products that are your favorites that really help you maintain your keto lifestyle, please, 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 please comment down below and let me know what those are so that I can try those out as well. I'm always looking for new ideas, new recipes, new keto blogs. If any of you are YouTubers out there that focus on keto, comment down below. I'd love to check your channels out. And again, any tips, any resources that you have that will help me out on my journey with keto, I would appreciate greatly. Thanks for being here. Please subscribe if you are interested in more content like this. Give this video a thumbs up if you found it the least bit helpful to you. And comment down below. I think I already said that. You know, do all the things. All the things. Please. And I will see you in our next video. Bye, guys.
A liar and a sugar coater. Just wait until break of dawn.